Chicago Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check three. Hey! Go get him. Ready?
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. They find some open field here. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 50 yards on the ground.
First down, New York.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, 88. 58 to Mike. Man, that's trash.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st down, it's Leonard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 34-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And an alley to run. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Cohen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Montgomery. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Let's go. Kill.
They run. This is Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? On third down, a run with Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
At the 30-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Jones operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We 19. We own it. We have 300. Get 300. Go. Box it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
defense. Keep it up, guys.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Bears 3.
319. Right now. You got 58. We got this. Check 26. Check 26. Yeah, Liz. Hey, Delta. 58. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Plant.
Begin to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and forever.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Operating from the gun. Jones in trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Well, this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
You're ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Inside. Hey, exit.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Boom.
On second down and 4, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one, had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Rodgers going to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
58. 26.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Double. 58's the money. 58's the money.
On first down, Rodgers. That is caught by Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, More times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Box it. Get the knees, me.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
You see me? They can't stop.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They can't stop the franchise.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
That's the takeaway. That's the takeaway. That's how the defense score points.
319. 58, right there.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
And 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
319.
17-yard.
This is Cohen. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
58. 58, right there.
Gotta do better.
Come on.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Ready, set, recon, 132 fighter.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Run.
Now Rodgers going to throw again. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Box it.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On to give, this is Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Right back to him on first down. And he's brought down. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen taking it in as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Bears 15, Giants 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it again with Barkley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Slam, slam, slam. Shift.
Fair.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Rodgers now on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
58 for Mike, 58.
Hey, Haywood.
58.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They try again with Cohen, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. As the Bears push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Inside.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 3rd down, Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 49. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. This is Miller, complete. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Okay, ready?
14's the mic. Record.
Fight.
A first down carry for Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Squeeze.
Here we go, D.
Hey, Sam off. Bravo.
Check 24. Begin. Switch.
Rock it. Deep rip.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey